more proud because I saw that our president is a man that is not only recognized by Gambians, but he is applauded internationally.
And this lady you met, it was a girl or
yeah, a lady, a Mexican delegate, yeah.
and she was speaking sincerely from her
She
heart.
was speaking sincerely.
She just didn't want to make you happy.
No, I don't think she wanted to make me happy because I'm not the only African delegate there. Yeah. And what she was telling me was right. She had a lot about him. She read a lot on books.
Did you have the chance to tell people, other delegates, fellow delegates, about Gambia?
Yes, I had a chance to talk. I had a chance to talk with some Nigerian delegates. I told them a lot about the Gambia.
What did you tell them?
The number one
that
thing,
you can eat Banach in here as well, and
yeah,
they would come for that.
Yeah,
they like our Banach in
Yeah, I told them a lot about the Gambia. Yes, I've been at Sri Lanka. The first thing that I will tell someone when I meet you, the first thing that I will tell about the Gambia is our president.
Oh, yes.
Before I go to the next step, I tell you about him. Yes.
You should be. You're going to be an ambassador for Gambia one day. Don't worry. All right. You visited places.
Yes.
Where did you go to?
When we arrived the first day, we were taken on an excursion. We were taken to Abraham Lincoln's statue. Yeah, we get the chance to read some stories there and see the statue. And from there, we are also taken to the war cemetery, soldiers that fought in the British War.
That was the War of Independence.
Yes.
Very
and
well.
then from there, we had the chance to be taken to outside the gates of the White House to have a view of it. Yeah. And we also had a chance to visit the mall on our last day of coming.
Good. What is your impression about this model United Nations club? What are they trying to do?
What they're trying to do is they're trying to make, like what I said before, they're trying to make young people to talk about the current issues going on in the world, to see how young people think about the problems, to come up with recommendations that can stop some of the problems going on in the world. That's their main aim.
You had committee meetings.
Yes, committee meetings, yeah.
How did these committee meetings operated, like the ones you attended?
Okay. Like it was usually in the form of debate. We come together, we were given different agendas. So you come together and talk on your agenda. You say whether you think it's right. You tell them whether you think it's wrong. If you think it's right, why you think it's right. Then from there, after you talk about what you think should be the solutions, each of us is given a chance to express their views and what they think. Then after expressing our views and whatever we think, then we come together as one people to come up with solutions that we think can help in solving these problems. Because, you know, for every conference not only a conference, whenever people come together, at the end they must always try to come together again and come up with positive solution that they think can bring a better change, because that's the main aim of the conference.
What did you like most in America?
Oh, wow.
Apart from envying the infrastructure.
What do I like the most about America? That's a very hard one, because actually I was in America, but I was, to
confined.
Me, yeah, I was like, it's not the same with home. I was in America, but I don't think I like so much about it. I was missing home so much, so maybe I don't think I like much. I don't see what I like much. The only thing that I came from there is the spirit of envy.
You want Gambia to look like America.
Yeah, and I know the Gambia will be like that in the near future.
Inshallah.
Inshallah.
All right. Now, here we go. If you have the chance to go back to the United States, what would you like to do? Would you like to leave, work there, study?
If ever I will want to go back to the United States, I will only want to go back to study in the United States. I don't think I will, not only in the United States, I will not want to live in a foreign land. I want to go and study, come back, and contribute to my country. So if ever I'm going to go back to America, I think I will only want to go for studies.
I'm sure there must have been dissenting voices during your conferences, your meetings. You may want to say, this is right, and somebody said, that is not right. What were some of the dissenting voices, and where did they come from? Let's say, for example, you had there was a committee meeting which you attended, and you had a topic, which I don't know, of course, except you tell me what topic you had. And then, what were you propagating, and where was the dissenting voice coming from, and what was the dissent all about?
Yeah. You know, it's like really, when we meet together, it's like really hard because we are all people from different parts of the world. Some are from Europe, from America, some are from Africa. So the way that I will see things, the way that I will see solutions, someone might see it different and might see it not someone might see it as of no use. And the way the people in America might see a solution, I might see it as not applicable in Africa. So that's why I said it was really a big debate. You come up with a recommendation that this is the solution you want, and someone will tell you, no, I don't think that's the right solution. And if majority says they don't think it's right, it's usually abandoned. So, but you have to know, that's why you have to know that when you are in a conference, you don't expect whatever you say to be accepted. That's why you learn from people and they learn from you. And one of the advantages that you will gain from going to that conference is in other words, it helps to bring in you that spirit of tolerance. You learn to tolerate other people's ideas. Yeah, it helps you in that way.
Does this expose you to the notion that there are particular instances where people cannot solve your problems or our problems? Let's say, for example, the problems in the African continent, on the African continent, are better solved by Africans than somebody sitting at the other side of the fence.
Yes. The only way that we can solve our problems is, you know, when you have a problem, the only way that you can solve it is you have to blame yourself for a problem. When you start blaming yourself for problems, then you can come up with the solutions. So I think only we as Africans can come together and solve our problems. That's what our president always says. Africans need to come together to solve the problems of Africa, not other people. If we sit down and wait for people to, other people to sit down and make the decisions for us and make the solutions and make everything and give it back to us, it might not be right for us.
This is the interview, and my guest is Aissatou S. Barry, known as Jilanka, grade 11 at Methodist Academy, just returned from the United States, Washington, D.C., attending the Model United Nations Club. Aissatou, you're a brave girl. If you were invited to the National Assembly and you were told to talk on the way forward for the Gambia to develop as Washington or a state in the United States, what would you tell those people in the National Assembly?
What I will tell them is attitudinal change. We need to come together and forget about political affiliations, because the country is not about politics. It's about our country. So many people, when they are not, for instance, when they are not APRC, they don't want to contribute into the development of the country because the ruling party is the APRC, so they will see it as no need to develop the country. But that's not right. I think that's the mentality we have to change. We have to know that the country belongs to us no matter what. Somebody's just there to lead us because we think he's the right person to lead us. And we need to come together to help that person to develop the country. If I get the chance to go there, I think that's what I will say. And that's, even if I don't get the chance to go there, that's what I tell many people. Attitudinal change is what is needed. And that's what